All right, 24. Now that 23 became a part of the blooper video. So we have y equals, so we don't have to change anything with f of x. So first step is to switch the x and the y. So we're going to go x equals log of x plus 2, or x over 2 plus 6 minus 3. So before I can do anything, I need to get the log by itself. So what do I need to move next? Move the 3. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So I have x plus 3 equals log. Now, if there's no number here, what number is actually there that we don't see? 10. There you go. So log base 10 of x over 2 plus 6, or y, excuse me. There we go. So now I need to turn this into an exponential. So I have the log by itself, so I'm going to have the log, the 10 is not going to change places, it's going to stay on the right side. The x plus 3 is going to come over, and it's going to be my power. The y over 2 plus 6 is going to be on the left side then. So y over 2 plus 6. Now it just becomes trying to isolate the y variable. So the first thing that I need to move is the 6. So in doing that, I'm going to have y over 2 equals 10 to the x plus 3 power minus 6 Now, the tricky part is getting rid of this 2. How do I get rid of the 2 that's on the bottom side? Multiply everything by 2, right? So whenever I multiply everything by 2, that means that the 2 is going here and there. Now, the one thing that it's not going to do is it's not going to make it 20. Okay, so that's going to be like the 2, the 12 is usually, the minus 12 is usually never the issue. Okay, but what it does do is it makes it 2 times 10 to the x plus 3 power minus 12. Okay, we don't change it to a 20 because 2 times 10 I understand is 20, but 10 to a power is not going to make it 20 to a power. Okay, if we multiply it by 2. Okay, we're just taking whatever our value is. If we have 10 to whatever, 10 to the x plus 3 power, we're just going to double it. We're not going to make it 20 to the x plus 3 power. Okay, because that's going to make it really big, really fast. Okay, we're just doubling whatever that value is. Okay, so the biggest thing, if there's going to be a mistake there, is going to be students are going to make it a 20. It's not a 20, it's 2 times that whole exponential, or that whole exponent. Okay, not the 2 bases, because we can combine them if the bases are the same, or if we could multiply them if our exponents were the same, but since they're 2 totally different values, it changes what happens. Okay, so it's going to be 2 times 10 to the x plus 3 minus 12. The 2 and the 6, or the negative 6, whatever you want to call it, that's okay. We can distribute and we can multiply that. But since our 10 and our 2 have 2 different bases, we can't combine those. Okay, we just have to put the 2 out in front.